Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday, and it's my first day back to work from being on vacation and getting to see Daniel. And already the morning is kind of weird because we forgot to set up the coffee pot last night, so I'm already going to be running late because I cannot not have coffee. And I figured it would take just as long to wait for the coffee as it would to stop somewhere and get a coffee, so now I have to wait for the coffee pot to get finished. But hopefully the rest of the day goes better. I'm totally dreading going back to work. But anyway, the visit with Daniel was really nice. I so enjoyed having my son home, just having him in his own bed and hearing his voice and being able to hug him. You know, it was his leave, so he did spend a lot of time sleeping, so that was a little disappointing, but just a little, because it meant he got to relax and he really got to enjoy his leave too. So sometimes he would stay up really late at night and sleep pretty late into the afternoon, like one day until 2 o'clock. But even with that, we still got to go to the mall and the plaza and even Target. You know, just doing a Target run was just great because me and him used to do that all the time. And we played games, had Christmas, it was a really nice visit, and it went by way too fast. And he went back to the base yesterday, and so it was a really sad day for me yesterday, but it was great. And his next station that he will be, his duty station, is going to be in Oklahoma, which is about 5.5 hours away. So we should be able to drive and visit him once he gets there and he figures out how all that works and everything. So, and you know, it's a new year and he'll start accumulating leave time, and hopefully he'll come home for a visit again, and hopefully we can go visit him, and we also can still text and call and all that. So, but anyway, just gonna wait for this coffee to brew enough for me to make some and head out the door. And it is bitter cold. It's like 10 below zero right now, and so I'm not looking forward to that either. I hate cold, so cold like that, the bitter cold. So, oh yeah, but also I got new tires on my car and a new car battery, so last week, so my car should be okay for it. But anyway, I will talk to you again soon. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Awesome. And we actually remembered to make coffee, and yesterday wasn't that bad of a day. It actually wasn't bad at all. So I'm hoping for another good day today. I'm just getting ready to do my normal morning routine. It's another really super cold day. I think tomorrow, I think it's supposed to start getting out of like the negatives in the morning and the single digits during the day. That it's supposed to start getting back up into the 20s, which isn't warm, but it's like, you hear on the news about people's pipes freezing and all this stuff going on all over. And my husband always, like when it's really cold in the winter, we open the cabinets under the kitchen sink. And we just always have done that because, you know, we heard that advice forever ago. And then I saw yesterday, I was reading an article about more people's water pipes bursting and stuff. And that was another piece of advice. And also to make sure that you don't leave your hoses hooked up on your house on the outside, and he's always unhooked those, and so I think we'll be okay. Hopefully I won't be back on here on another day saying our pipes froze. I doubt it. I don't think that'll happen, but so yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you again soon. Hello. Today is Thursday. It's so cool that it's Thursday. Last day to have to get out in the cold and drive down to the building because I work from home on Fridays. And you might be able to hear it. The coffee pot is finishing up, so I'm going to be making my coffee and getting all my stuff together and heading out the door. You know, the regular old routine. But trying to think if I had anything interesting to share. I really don't. It's pretty much get home from work, eat, shower, maybe read, watch TV, watch YouTube videos, play games on my phone, go to bed, get up, start it all over again. Usually we do something on the weekends though, so. But anyway, I will talk to you again soon. Hello there. Today is Friday, so I'm working from home, and I just came in to make myself some tea. And I'm gonna have one of these that came in that David's Tea Advent calendar. This one is organic cinnamon rooibos chai. So that's all I'm gonna have. And I figured I would say hello and tell you a couple of updates. I'm so glad it's Friday. Man, that smells good. It smells really cinnamony, so I'm thinking somebody that can't have cinnamon or doesn't like cinnamon probably wouldn't like this one, but they also probably would never order a tea that has the word cinnamon in it, so. But anyway, it's funny because we had Monday off, but this week just feels like it is going on forever, and I'm just ready for the week to be done. But my news is Daniel, my son in the Air Force, is now in Oklahoma at Tinker Air Force Base. So he got there yesterday, and so this will be his duty station, his home base. And it could actually be his home base for the rest of his first, I don't know what they call it, like tour, you know, when you sign up, because he's going to be working on AWACS planes. He's a missions system operator, so he's going to be like up in the air flying on these planes reading the radar, and a bunch of those planes are in Oklahoma, so that's why he is there. It's really cool. I'm really excited because that means he's only about 5.5 hours away from home. So once he gets settled in and figures out what the protocol is for visitors, then maybe we can go visit him. He doesn't have a car, so I don't think he'd be coming to visit us to drive, but we could always go get him and bring him home if he wanted to come home. You know, like if he was able to come for a longer amount of time. But for so that's like a weekend trip. So depending on the timing and everything, I think we might be able to take up his clothes and stuff for him, or like if he would want his PlayStation, or yesterday he was so excited because he said the base is really nice, and he was just in a temporary dorm, and he thinks today will be when he gets into his permanent dorm. And it sounds like the dorms are not, you know, they're single. He doesn't have to have a roommate or anything, and that they'll be really nice. And it's kind of like in the shape of an H, if you can imagine that. And then the top and the bottom of the H are 2 dorms on either side, and then in the middle, in the crossbar of the H, is like a common area that they would share. And hopefully the guys that he went up there with will be with him in the same area, because he's made some really good friends. And so I'm really excited for him, and so he's going to start his on-the-job training now, and he's really excited for that. So he finished his tech school, and so I'm having a little bit of sadness today because today I was doing some laundry earlier, and his clothes that he had worn like on the last day he was here, because I did laundry right before he left so I could wash everything that he was taking back with him. But then the clothes that he wore here that he was leaving here, I washed those today, and so it made me sad. My other news is my husband and I are going to be doing something that I have wanted to do for so long. But have you guys heard of, they have like these events. They're like a ghost hunting kind of event thing, where you take a tour of like a haunted location or whatever. Well, there's, you guys know I watch a lot of the ghosty shows and how I love Ghost Brothers and Kindred Spirits and when it was on the air, Ghost Hunters, and you know, a lot of those shows I really, really like. Well, they're having an event, and Amy Bruni and Adam Berry are two that are on Kindred Spirits, and I've watched them for a long time. Adam, back whenever he did like Ghost Hunters, had like Ghost Hunters Academy or something like that, where people competed to become a ghost hunter, and I think he won that. But they're just really super nice and everything. But also at this event are going to be the Ghost Brothers, and that's what I'm most excited for, and because they seem so fun. And then there's some other speakers and stuff too. But I've always wanted to do something like that, and I'll see, like Strange Escapes will post, we've got this event coming up, but it'll be places like, you know, somewhere in the Northeast or somewhere where I would have to fly to. Water's ready. Somewhere where I would have to fly to, and then we would have to get a hotel and everything. Well, this one that's coming up in April is Echo. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Oh, I need to get my topper thing that put on the top. It's in Liberty, Missouri, which is pretty close. It's up by my work. It's like not even an hour away. It's like 45 minutes away. And so we wouldn't have to have a hotel. We could just go from home and then come back. But it starts on Friday, April 13th, and they're going to have like a dinner and a wine tasting and an auction. And the auction's going to be done by Danielle from American Pickers. It's like a charity auction. And then the next day there's going to be like panels where you get to talk to the different, I don't want to say celebrities, but I think that's what they call it. I know Amy Bruni, she doesn't really like being called a celebrity, but that's just what they call them. So the ghost hunters, I guess, you know, the different people, you can talk to them and everything. And then you get to actually investigate, like go through, it's like a orphanage, and I forget what all it is. I have the information, but it's on my phone, and my phone is what I'm recording on, or I would tell you. But anyway, and then Sunday is like kind of the wrap up, and then you just kind of talk about if you experienced anything on Saturday and that kind of stuff. Well, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I wonder how much this costs. And it's expensive, but it's like fate wants me to do this. I've wanted to do it for so long. Well, this isn't a secret because it's been in the media, but Bank of America, where I work, gave all of us employees a bonus of $1,000. I was going to take that bonus and just, you know, put it in savings, or, you know, maybe pay, like I just got tires on my car, that kind of thing. But I thought, you know what? This is like an unexpected bonus. I am going to use it, and I'm going to buy tickets for this thing. And not only did I purchase tickets for my husband and I last night, I got the VIP tickets, which means only 25 people get those. And you get to be in the first 2 rows of all the like panel discussions, and you get to sit at the table with the ghost hunters, and you get like VIP, like front of the line things, and like the registration, you get in the front of the line, you get a t-shirt, a bottle of wine. There's like all kinds of different benefits. But it was $499 a piece, and it was like I really struggled with that, and then I thought, you know what, this is, the bank's giving me money I wasn't expecting I was going to have, so that's what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to do something fun. And my husband's excited about it too. He's not as into the ghost thing as I am, about watching all the TV shows and stuff. He kind of humors me and watches them with me sometimes. But it's helpful for me to have something to look forward to. Ever since Daniel went into the Air Force, and there's been some, you guys know there's some things I'm not talking about that have been going on also. It's like I get down in these depressive funks. I just get so depressed. And so it's like having little milestones or little things to look forward to really helps that. So, you know, looking forward to Daniel visiting, or looking forward to his graduation, or just, you know, looking forward to my older son finishing the most recent semester of college. Looking forward to going to visit my family. Just all the different things like that. I kind of just, when I get like in the depression, I think about, okay, well, I have this to look forward to. Well, after Christmas, I was thinking, it's just going to be winter, and I hate winter. I don't like the cold. It's like, with snow, I think it's beautiful and I love the look of it, but I only like it the first day. It's like, then I'm done with it. And luckily, at least here in Missouri so far, we haven't had any big snows. We've had a couple of little tiny ones. Nothing like what they're having, you know, like in the Northeast. But eventually we do get snows like that throughout the winter. Ours is usually in like January and February. And we've had snow all the way up into May. But, so I was thinking, oh, I'm just gonna have all this depression, you know. But this is, the ghost hunting thing is coming up in April. So there's my next thing to look forward to. And I'm thinking, hopefully in between now and then, what? Echo? Echo! Timer off. We had to change her name, but but hopefully in the interim, we'll also be able to have at least one visit to Oklahoma. It's just going to depend on, you know, what he's up to and everything. So maybe I'll even have something else to look forward to. And that might seem silly. I don't know. To me, it works for me, and so that's what I'm doing. But taking this out of the tea. Boy, this tea is red. Or real dark brown, actually. Man, it smells good. So that's exciting. I'm really excited about that. Now, I don't think we're going to do anything this weekend because the Kansas City Chiefs play on Saturday, tomorrow. My husband's going to go down to a buddy's. I'm going to see if I can convince him maybe tonight or tomorrow afternoon. I really want to go see that Insidious movie. It looks good. It looks like it'd be scary, and I liked the other two. So, depending on how his day goes, he might not want to go tonight, but I'm going to see if he wants to. And I should probably look up the movie times, because we have a movie theater right down the street. We don't even have to really go very far, so, but I'm just really looking forward to that. And, okay, lastly, because I'm going to finish my tea, finish doctoring it up, I don't remember if I told you guys when Daniel was here, we went and saw, no, I probably didn't because I didn't do a vlog last week. We went and saw the new Star Wars movie. I fell in love with these little creatures called porgs, and I just had to get something with a porg on it, so let me grab them real quick. I got two things that I will show you that I got. First, I got one of the Funko Pops. You can see him in there. Little porg. Look at his little face. So adorable. It's funny because the one on the picture has his mouth closed, but his mouth is open. They reminded me of like a cross between an owl and a penguin. That's the best way I could describe them. But then I also got myself a t-shirt, which I won't be able to wear for a while because it is too cold. But it's like an old-fashioned kind of one. The color of this is called Asphalt. It's like a dark gray. I got them both from Amazon. But aren't they just adorable? And I feel kind of like a poser a little bit because I'm not really like a Star Wars fan because I haven't watched all the movies and everything, and even when we went and saw the newest one, I had some questions, but I still just loved those little porgs, so I got them. So, but yeah, I need to get my butt back to work. I've almost used up my entire 15-minute break, 14 minutes and 3 seconds. So, take that last part of a minute and doctor up my tea and get back to work. But I wanted to give you guys an update, and I will talk to you again soon. is Saturday morning and I am headed to the Super Target, the one that's farther away from my house. And it is a very cold day, but I still didn't want to be locked up in the house. And I decided to go to the big Target because it's bigger. Lots more to look at. And there's a few grocery items I need, so I can kind of kill two birds with one stone by going there. So, happy Saturday! Well, I'm here, so I'm gonna go see what goodies I can find. The retro section. I totally remember Holly Hobbie. I had a birthday cake of her. That's a pretty interesting flavor. Somebody will have to let me know if they tried it. I also have that one. So I'm done at Target, and right across the street there's a Michael's and a Big Lots, so I think I'm gonna pop over there and see what's what. I got kind of embarrassed in Target because you know how sometimes you get a tickle in your throat? And if you don't have like something to drink, it'll make you cough. That happened to me in there, and I hate that because it was kind of funny, but still not funny, kind of embarrassing, because I saw people like trying to avoid me when I was having like my little coughing fit. Probably because they thought I was sick. But I'm not sick. I just got a tickle in my throat. So that was kind of embarrassing. So now if I can figure out how to get out of this parking lot, I go across the street, and there's not really anything I need at Michael's, but you know, sometimes they have some good sales, and I do have Christmas money my mother-in-law gave me, and so if I were to buy something at Michael's, it would be, you know, something for myself. Most of the yarn that I ever buy at Michael's I wouldn't use gift money for, because I donate almost everything I make, so I would rather save my gift money for something for myself to keep, you know what I mean? So if they should have yarn for a good price, I might get some, but I wouldn't use my Christmas money for it. I'm kind of just hanging on to that until, you know, if I see something that I really want. This road is so bumpy. Then I would get something, but anyway, I'm heading on over across the street. These are on clearance though, some of the colors. The Karen cakes, that are the big cakes, some of those are on clearance. I'm not going to get any because I don't use those, but I do. That's not a bad sale at all. I don't really need any though, so I'm going to pass today. I'm getting ready to go to Big Lots now. I could not even stay in Michael's. Something was wrong in there. I know I'm like sun drenched. You know the lights that blink when a fire alarm is going off? Those were going off the entire time, and there was no fire alarm, but you could hear them ticking. But the reason I couldn't stay in there was because the heat wasn't working. It was so cold in there. My nose is frozen right now. The only thing I bought was, I got one of these little craft things. They had all their craft storage for 50% off. And I got this to put my planner in. So I can put my planner and all my stickers and colored pens and stuff. So I just pulled up like 4 rows. You can see Michael's still back behind me because Big Lots is right here. So now I'm gonna go in Big Lots and I hope their heat works. My nose is like frozen. It was so crazy. So anyway, well, now I'm done at Big Lots. The whole reason I went in there was to see if I could find something to store like my colored pens in, to go inside that box I showed you for my scrapbook. I looked in Michael's and didn't really find anything. I was looking for like a pouch. I didn't want anything hard. And so I figured when I came over here, I figured if Michael's didn't have something, Big Lots would, like in their school supply section, and they did. They had just, you know, just your plain run-of-the-mill pencil pouches, which is what I was looking for. The ones, they're actually designed to go inside of a binder. They have holes like a, I don't know what to call it. I didn't care about that so much, but I do like that they have like clear fronts, and then I got a purple one and a pink one, and they're only $1 a piece. And then I was trying to decide if I wanted to drive back over across the street and go to Marshall's just to look around, or if I wanted to go home. I think I'm just gonna go home. It's 1:30 now. There's nothing I need, so because I found the pencil pouches, I found something to store my planner stuff in, and I don't need any clothes, I don't need anything, so there's really no point going to Marshall's. It was just more of a, you know, what am I gonna do when I get home kind of thing. Just sit on the couch and play games on my phone or something. That's what I like about going to Target, because I can get groceries, get toilet paper. There's other stores over there too. There's the Dollar Tree. There's a Pier 1 Import, which I don't know if I have ever purchased anything from there. Maybe once. They're just, I like looking around in there, but they're really pricey. There's a Tuesday Morning over there. I don't like that store, not the one here, because it's not very well lit for one, and I don't know if it's the owner of it or just the worker or what, but I've been in that store 3 times. The whole time I'm in that store, I feel like he thinks I'm gonna steal from him. It's like they watch you like a hawk. It's him and then all the other workers. It's like, I don't know if, you know, I understand people steal and stuff, but it makes me so uncomfortable. I cannot stand that. So I just don't even go in there anymore. Plus, I would never find anything anyway. I see other people that have Tuesday mornings, and they always find like really neat things, and some have yarn and stuff. And that one, I've seen yarn there, but it's never any good yarn. That was one thing over at Michael's. They had some different yarn that was on clearance. It was called, it's that one that's kind of a mixed. It's like it goes from different material to different material, like a fuzzy to a not fuzzy. And I've used it before to make scarves, and it works up really pretty. I like it. And they had that on clearance, but I didn't buy any. It was $5.50. You'd only need 1 skein, I think, to make a scarf. But that store was, they need to get their heat fixed. That was very unpleasant. And then I'm trying to decide, maybe I would go to Walmart, which is really close, right by my house. Because I got this shirt for Christmas. I had shown it to you guys. It was fleece and it had the Christmas lights on it. It was so warm. I absolutely loved that shirt. and I thought, well, maybe I could find one that doesn't have a Christmas print, that's just a plain solid color. I wouldn't mind getting one because it was just so warm. But like I said, I don't need any clothes. You know what I probably should do is go home and go through my closet, but I'm not going to do that either. Maybe I'll read. And speaking of reading, I'm reading a book by John Saul right now. I just started. I can't remember the name of it, but I finished, I want to say it was book 15 in the Pendergast series, called Crimson Shore. That was the one. It was really good. I liked it a lot. But then at the end, it had like a couple of chapters for the next book, which I don't actually have. That was the last book from all those ones that I had bought from Thrift Books. I started reading that series back in July of 2017, and I finished that book Wednesday, that last one I had. I've decided I'm not going to purchase the next book in the series, number 16. Because from the description of it, it didn't sound interesting to me because it centers around some characters I really don't care about. So I went out and I found like a synopsis of it, a spoiler pretty much, where a guy went pretty much through what happens in the book, and I was like, sure enough, I don't want to buy that book. But the next one comes out on January 14th, I believe. It's January, somewhere around. I don't know. It's in January. It's within the first 2 weeks. And it sounds really good. It's back to like the kind of books that I liked in the series. It's like, throughout that series, I think there were 2 of the books that I could have taken or leaving. But pretty much every single other book I really liked. And I really particularly liked that last one that I just read because it threw me for a loop. It's like I thought I had it figured out, but I didn't. And I like that when a book does that. But while I wait for this other one to come out, I'm going to take a break from the Pendergast series for a while. And I've got several, probably 8 or 9 books on my Kindle that I've like downloaded throughout the time, because I get the, who is it? BookBub. They send those daily emails and tell you like what books are on sale and stuff. So there's a few that I've downloaded onto my Kindle while I was reading the Pendergast series, and so I got all of those. And so right now I'm reading that one that's by John Saul, and I can't think of the name of it, but I pretty much have liked every single thing of his I've read. So I'm reading that, and so I probably will read a couple of books, and then maybe I'll get that next one in the Pendergast series. What makes me hesitate is even on Kindle, it's kind of pricey, and so I don't know. I really missed my Kindle. When I was reading the hardback and the paperback books, I missed my Kindle. And it's kind of funny because I know some people don't like the idea of a Kindle. They like the idea of holding a book in their hand. But I had gotten used to my Kindle, and when I would walk for exercise, it's so much easier to carry to read than a book is and stuff. So, and there's no, I just, I like both. I love how I don't have to find where to store the books that I have on my Kindle, whereas other books you do. So I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to try to wait and see if I can get that from Thrift Books, or just bite the bullet and go ahead and buy it for my Kindle. But we'll see. I'll make up my mind later. So, but I think I am just going to go home. I'm not going to go to Walmart or anywhere. And please don't hit me. Thank you. It always makes me nervous when you see people holding their phone and they're coming up to like an intersection. It's like, are they going to stop and make sure that there's nobody coming before they decide to turn? I actually have clip-on sunglasses for these. They're too big for I have the kind that you can put over your glasses, but but they're too big for those. Almost all of my other Zenni glasses, I think there's 3 pair that my, I don't know what to call them, the kind that go over, there's a full, it looks like a full sunglass and it goes over your glasses. All but like 3 pair, those still work for. But I can't do the clips when I'm driving because I have to like take my glasses off to put them on. They're not that simple to get on. So I think that's gonna be it. Today the Chiefs play in a playoff game, which starts I think at 3:30. So I'll get home in time to watch that. My husband goes to a buddy's house to watch it, and so he's probably already gone. He said his buddy's gonna make chili, and they're just gonna make a day of it. He always usually goes down there to watch football. He didn't last week because Daniel was here. Was that last week? Last Sunday? They watched the game together. Yeah, because Monday was when Daniel went back. Oh, I feel like I need to yawn. But Michael's had all their Christmas stuff for 80% off. I don't need any Christmas stuff, so I didn't even look at it. And Big Lots had all of theirs. It was kind of funny, they had all their Christmas decorations for 50% off, but then like the gift sets, you know, like the coffee cups and the makeup and the bath sets and all that, it was all 25% off. Now I'm passing where you get off to go to Hobby Lobby, but I'm not gonna go there, because they'll have all their Christmas stuff on sale too. But again, I don't care. Menards. Trying to think if I need anything grocery-wise that I didn't get at Target, and I don't. Because see, I'm trying to think of everything that I would want to do, because tomorrow we're supposed to have freezing rain. And tomorrow I'll stay in the house. I'm not going to get out into that. So, but you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for the week. It's probably going to, I have a feeling it's going to end up being a long one because I've been kind of talky a couple of the days, yesterday and today specifically. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the week and talk to you next week. I hope you have a good week coming up.